Hello and welcome to another edition of Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Robert Imbriali, and today we're going to be talking about those great ideas that we all tend to come up with this time of year. I know the year is sort of winding down now. We're coming up with these ideas. I don't know, maybe you're not, but I certainly am. I'm getting so exposed to so many promotions from so many different companies, and I've got ideas bubbling all over the place here. And really what you want to do is you want to think about how you're going to handle it. That's the conversation we're going to have today on Coach's Corner. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. Let's get started. Let's have a little bit of fun here. A lot of people don't know who I am and where I've come from in this world, but I've actually been in the marketing world really since the late 1980s, if you can believe it. I've been doing a lot of marketing for a lot of different companies and helping them over the years. I've written a best-selling book, Motivational Marketing. It's something you want to get your hands on, and maybe a good Christmas gift for you if you haven't already. And I'm here today to talk to you about these people that I run into. This time of year, I get those phone calls. You know, they come up with these great ideas. And I think one of the things that's happening, certainly for me anyway, maybe for you, I don't know, but I'm seeing a lot of email messages come in. A lot of great promotions, great sales. I love the way the graphics are in this email, or I love the offer, the way they crafted this offer, or, I could do that. I ran into something on Amazon literally about an hour ago, and I said, why aren't we doing this? Look how much money these people are making. I knew the product that they were selling, and I knew how much they were paying for it at wholesale, and I realized how much money they were making at the markup, and I'm like, wow, we could be doing that as well. That could be another business or another idea. So right now, this time of year is one of those times of years where the ideas just keep bubbling and keep bubbling and keep bubbling, at least for me. I mean, it's just sort of like crazy how many new ideas I've come up with. But the question really is, what do you do with these ideas? So maybe you've come up with an idea for a new business, or maybe you've come up with an idea for a new product, or maybe you come up with an idea for a new marketing campaign that you want to create. You know, the big year 2017 right around the corner here. It's coming right up, and it's, you know, an opportunity to wipe the slate clean, if you will, and get started all over again, right? Start fresh, start with a whole fresh new slate. And a lot of us are thinking about, okay, 2016 was maybe not so great. For some of us, it was excellent. For some of us, not so much. And you might be looking at it and saying, well, how can I do better in 2017? Well, number one thing right now, if you're seeing all these ideas, you should be capturing them. And I use something called OneNote. You could use Evernote, or you could use anything that works for you. It really doesn't matter, where you can do a screen grab. So if I see an email that comes in from somebody doing a great promotion, I love the graphics, I'm going to do a screen capture. I'm going to capture that as a graphic. I don't really need the email of it, but I want to capture it as a graphic, and I'm going to put it in OneNote. Am I going to do anything with it right now? Right now, this time of year, probably not. But come January, when things settle down again and things get quiet, and I'm going, gee, what am I going to do for some ideas, right? I've got nothing. I just go back to my OneNote, and I start looking at these things, and I say, okay, you know, which one do I want to execute? Which one do I want to try? Which one do I want to integrate? I'm not going to copy them necessarily, but some of the ideas, sometimes you'll see, oh, I like the red banner on this email. I like the way they integrated the red and how it really stands out and how they got the headline in there. I might integrate that, and I might say, I'm going to do an email, and I'm going to do a red banner. I'm going to use white text instead of yellow text. I don't really want my email to look like McDonald's. Theirs has that feel to it, so I might change it a little bit. But those ideas are there, and they're coming up right now at this time of year. For a lot of us, are coming up, like I said, in a lot of different ways. Capture them, put them away. Now, if you come up with an idea for a new business, if you come up with an idea for a new product, right now is a perfect time to be writing notes about that and thinking about how you're going to get that out of the market. I run into a lot of people over the course of my career who are, and I'll give you the terminology that I use actually with them. I call them the masters. Why are they the masters? Because they do something better than anybody else does. Now, they may have a great product idea. They may offer a service that's unbelievable, but many of them starve. Many of them make no money. And you say, well, what's wrong with this picture, right? Well, they don't know how to market is the issue. And then they think, well, I'm going to go out and market. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some marketing books. I'm going to start to learn this whole new discipline called marketing. And I go, why would you do that? It's my whole life study has been marketing, right? I've been studying marketing since the 80s. I've been fascinated with it. Actually, in high school, I began with an advertising copywriting book, learning how to write ad copy because I was so fascinated with it even back then. So years later, I'm still studying and I'm still learning. There's always something new to learn. So I don't advise people to go out and learn marketing. I advise people to be the best they can be at what it is they do. You've got a great idea, get behind that idea, build it out, make it the best it can possibly be. And when it comes time to market it, hire somebody to help you with the marketing. Don't try to do it yourself, because I know it's a little tricky. And I know a lot of people I've run into over the years say marketing really doesn't sound that difficult, right? Nike, they got a logo and it says, just do it. That's easy. It's 3 words. Took them 20 years to come up with those 3 words, just to give you an idea. Marketing done right, you might write this one down. Marketing done right always looks easy. It looks simple. But marketing done right isn't. It is a lot of thought that goes into it, a lot of surveys, a lot of customer research, a lot of product research. You want to know what's going on in the marketplace, who your competition is, and you want to figure out what the opportunities are for the product or service that you're putting out there. It's a whole world of study, and you really don't want to be playing with it yourself in something as important as building your business. It's something as important as creating, a lifestyle for yourself. So what I would say to you instead is get help on those things. You can hire me or hire anybody else that you find that would be helpful to you to get it out there, get the product out on the market, get it positioned correctly, get the sales letters done, the landing pages, the websites, right? All the advertising, the marketing, the Facebook ads. I mean, it just goes on and goes on and and every one of those within that pile that I just mentioned can also be a specialty. So you might find someone who's good at one, but not good at another. One person's really good at taking the photos. Another person's really good at writing a script for video. Another person's really great at writing sales letters. It may actually take you a whole team of people to get your marketing together and get it out there. That's okay. Take a deep breath. There's no rush. What you're going to do is you're going to do things that matter. You're going to do them slow. You're going to get them out. You're going to make sure that they're done right. And where I would tell you to put your energy, your focus really should be more than anything on whatever it is, the product you're going to put out there, whatever service it is you're going to offer. Make that the best it can be. And leave the rest to somebody else. Now you might say, well, I don't have the money to hire somebody for marketing, which is the big excuse we hear, right? Oh, marketing is too expensive. I can't do it. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to try to learn it and do it myself. It's a little bit like people thinking, I don't have any money for a graphic artist, so I'm going to open up Photoshop and I'm going to create a graphic in Photoshop, right? Have you seen those? How awful they look? Or somebody says, well, I want to hire a web developer. I'm just going to make my website myself. And you look at it and you say, was this built by, 1995? I mean, it's really awful. There's all kinds of fonts and different colors and nothing makes any sense, right? You start to look at that and you go, well, that's not really going to get you anywhere. You've got to, adhere to at least you got to look a little bit professional out there. So it's always better to hire. And the question really comes down to, okay, if you don't have the money right now, could you barter it? Could you do a joint venture? Could you offer to do the service you're offering for that person in exchange for them doing some marketing for you or creating some graphics for you? And I got to tell you, all day long, there are people out there who have the bandwidth to do it, have the talent to do it, and don't necessarily need the dollars right away. They can collect the dollars down the road. They could do it in exchange for barter. I have an interesting story. I have a television here that 42-inch LED TV I'm not using, and I'm like, okay, what can I barter for to get this? Who wants this television, and what service or product could they give me in exchange for it, rather than just going out and giving it away, getting cash for it? And it's just a different thinking that you can have. And I've done a lot of joint ventures over the years, and they work really well. So that's just one idea. If you don't have the money, you don't necessarily need the money to be able to get out there and get your marketing done. But here's my advice that I want to leave you with right today is that don't try to do it yourself. If you're not an expert at it, don't try to be an expert, because it'll show and you're not going to get the results you're looking for. And it would be really sad, in my view, to have you being somebody who's got a great product, has a great service, has great talent that really should be on the market and people should be taking advantage of it, and you should be getting richly rewarded for it. And you don't, because you're fudging the marketing. You're trying to make it work when that's not your expertise. I would prefer you don't do that and find somebody who can help you get that product or service on the market. It would be a lot easier, a lot smarter. From my perspective and from the experience I've had working with many, many small business owners over the course of my career, that's the better way to go. So keep coming up with the ideas, keep watching your email, keep watching the websites, the promotions, let those ideas bubble up, make sure you're capturing them. And then in January, when it comes time to say, okay, I want to make this something I'm going to put on the market, I want to make money with it, then find somebody or find the team of people who can help you get it on the market. I'm going to leave you my email address because if you have questions, I want you to send me an email right there, robert@ultimatewealth.com. Same email address since 1999, believe it or not. I haven't changed my email address. So robert@ultimatewealth.com if you want to send me an email with questions about today's little webcast here, or if you have questions about a product or service that you're trying to launch, I'd be happy to answer them for you. And I want to thank you for being here today. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching this video. And as always, if you like it, click the like button on Facebook. If you'd like to share it with your friends or people who are following you, please do. And have a happy holiday season if I don't see you. And we'll see you again real soon. Thanks, everybody. Have a great evening. We'll talk to you soon.